I ran across a Reddit post that I thought was super interesting. Let me read this for you. I talked to my father about buying a camera, and he says, since I don't know much about cameras, the iPhone works just as well for what I wanted to do. Shoot music videos, take low fidelity photos because they're already quite advanced. I want to go to Europe with my friends to shoot them, and I just really want a legitimate camera. But he says it's a waste of money. I feel like it's not the same shooting with an iPhone. It almost feels fake. What should I do? I think this father is committing a cardinal sin in creativity. And I learned this from Snow, very close friend. You have to be mindful about stepping on people's creativity, whether you agree with it or not, whether you know for a fact they're heading in the wrong direction or not. You have to allow people to explore. That is the underlying basis of creativity, and that's what drives us to discover our style, our look, our vibe, the way we think about it, the way we want to execute it. You can't step in and say, no. Even though his father is technically correct. I don't think anyone should be allowed to steer someone in a different direction when asking about tools for their creativity. Because from my perspective, this kid wants to feel, right? And here's a film camera. I don't know, which one am I gonna grab? Here's a digital camera, a compact digital camera. This is a Fuji X1/2. This is a Nikon F2. I am not allowed to tell anyone that knocks on my door and says, yo fam, I think I'm gonna buy a film camera for my first camera. Why? Just get this. There's just holding it, touching it. This thing feels like 50 pounds heavier than this. That counts for something. And for someone who says it feels fake, he's already telling us that for him, he wants to connect the idea of capturing memories and creating to physically holding a tool. It's not okay to stare someone like that away from the connection they're yearning. I think deeper connection to our craft is often in the nuances, right? So yes, you have a phone that can do all of these beautiful things. Yes, you have a phone that can get the job done. But there's this other thing that offers an experience outside of that phone that deepens your connection to your craft. And when I say deepen, it brings it to another level to where there's so many different ways you can go now. Because now, if you get a camera that can do this, you might decide, oh, I went out and got, let's play the game. I went out and got a Sony a7 IV. That's a hybrid workhorse. It does video phenomenally well. It does photos phenomenally well. And then you rock out with that. But then you say, when I set out and I went to Europe, I wanted to do a bit of both, but I really connect with the video side. Okay. So by you getting this camera in the first place, it leads you to something else. Now you want to niche down and embrace the nuances of filmmaking. So now you put the Sony A7 over there on the shelf for right now, but now you go out and you get you an FX30. Ooh, now you balling. Now you're starting to consume all types of YouTube film documentary videos, and you're learning so much, and you get a cage and you put your FX30 in, and like, oh my God, now I only use T-stops because I'm a real documentary, whatever. And then 5 years later from that, you get back to the photography side because you found yourself a wife and you got some kids, and now you're all about the photos, and you go get you a Sony Mark whatever R because you want 1,000 megapixels and you want to be able to crop to kingdom come. And now you're this big photographer, and now you get all these strobes. And like, when you say to someone, you are not allowed to have a connection via physically holding something, look how much you just limited that person. Look how you just shat all over the potential. Don't do that, fam. Don't do that. It feels like this kid wants a deeper and a physical connection, and rightfully so. I don't know about you guys, but to this day, whenever I pick up a camera, there's a feeling of purpose. There's a feeling of intention. There's a love letter that flows throughout my body to my creativity because I'm holding the tool. It's a love language, and it's a culmination of energy that I'm carrying forward to a moment that I'm about to create that's gonna last me a lifetime. I don't get that feeling when I hold my phone. What? Nah. My point here is we as photographers need to do better at realizing the influence we have on people yet to come. Our choices, our love and hates, the way we speak about gear, the way we speak about the craft, the way we speak about each other holds a lot of weight, puts a lot of things in motion, influences outcomes. We need to realize our power, and we need to be a little more cognizant of the potential damage we can do. A lot of the Reddit comments I read on this question were pretty good, and I think the consensus was, yo, if you feel like you want a camera, go get a camera. And I'm very thankful for that. And I'm very thankful for the tenacity of this young man to get on Reddit and go against his father and still ask a question. He's gonna be all right. My name is Ramon. Thank you for stopping by, giving me your time. Time is the most valuable resource that we have, and I do not take it lightly that you've shared yours here with me today. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe, plenty more content coming. I'm out of here. Peace.